Joe.
Blackula.
Joining us today is our special guest and my special friend, Miss Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. How are you doing today, Ebonie?
Hey, Dennis. I don't know what to say, Jonathan.
Yeah,
hey, Jonathan, how are you today?
So make sure when you
say Dennis.
As soon as I hit that, how are you doing today, Ebonie? You can follow.
So I'm doing Dennis. Okay, I just got stuck. Okay, go ahead.
Come right after me.
Okay.
Joining us today is our special guest and my special friend, Miss Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
Hey.
How are you doing today, Ebonie?
Hey, Dennis, how are you? I am actually really great today.
That is also really great. Now, first and foremost, please explain the whole motivation and point behind your happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so forth. Where did that come from and why exactly do you do it?
Well, because so many things and situations every day. When we go through life every day, sometimes things and situations or people make us happy or make us sad. And one of the things that I had to acquire for myself is that I had to choose being happy before I even hit the door, which means that I'm going to choose happiness for myself and I'm not going to let anything make me happy or make me sad. So no matter what, I am going to be happy or try to reach happiness every single day of my life.
Now, does it ever put you in a better mood when you say that?
Actually, it puts me in a great mood. It determines what the day is going to bring for myself. Yeah. Because again, it doesn't make a difference what happens. It's about how I react or respond to it.
Okay. Now, has anyone ever responded in a negative manner when you said it to someone?
Of course. I've had that happen many a times.
Like what? What happened?
It's not a happy Monday. Or, F this day or whatever. And I just keep going. I'm like, you know what? We just have a great day on purpose. So I just keep going because it's usually in passing. It's nobody I've had to spend time with.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just keep me grounded.
Okay. Now, give us some information on how your radio career started.
So actually, my passion sparked in 2011 when I was the co-host on Melody of Praise show, Chicago State University's radio show. And it continued on when I met Sonia Blakey in 2013 when she hired me on to be an intern for producing her shows, the Inspiration 1390. And then what happened is I was hired on part-time through iHeartMedia Chicago, assisting the senior vice president of the communications department. And in that position, not only I learned the totality of the radio business, but I also was able to work with some awesome on-air personalities for WGCI, V103, Inspiration 1390, 103.5, Kiss FM, 93.9, My FM, and Big 95.5, the country station.
Look at you! Now, did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love working in the different areas of iHeartMedia.
Okay. Now I got here, is that one of your strong points? I have no idea what that means when it says that one of your strong points. I don't know. Maybe he said, maybe you had answered something and it was something pertaining to your strong points. Okay. So the immediacy of a particular thing.
That was a part. So what happened, I answered the question wrong, so it made him go deeper with that, and it was just about the radio career. But now because I answered the question, like in totality like I did, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe I could just get rid of all of these questions.
Yeah, it was like you could, yeah.
So what exactly are you working on now?
So actually, Dennis, I'm really excited about what God is doing.
Okay.
So right now, the first platform that we're launching is every Friday, starting Friday, July 27th.
Okay.
I will be hosting my own radio show.
Woo!
And it will be distributed with. It will be distributed in partnership with Fill Me Up Radio.
Woo!
The name of my show is called Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
Okay.
And again, every Friday, starting Friday, July 27th at 10 a.m., it will air.
Okay. So who is your target? Who would you say is your target audience?
My target audience is 18 to 49, men, women,
okay,
youth.
Okay.
Millennials.
You don't sound too sure about that.
I should have not said that. I should have just kept it with 18 to 50, at 49.
Walking up though, you all?
So, no. What threw me off is that was one of my questions to you. So I put 59 because 49, I'm 47.
Yeah.
I need to reach people older than me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say 18 to 59.
Okay.
So there it is.
59.
That's where I got stuck at.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's start that over then. So who would you say is your target audience?
My target audience is 18 to 59, men and women.
Men and women. Okay. So I asked about the target audience because it's like playing darts. You want to hit the bullseye. That's your framework.
So that's because I answered that question wrong. So I should have took those questions out.
Okay.
So I'll make sure we get it right so we can send to him.
Okay.
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 Because remember, I was all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say for grandma and for...
That's the same thing with target
So
audience.
we're going to get rid of that?
Yeah.
Okay. So how often will these shows run?
We're going to start, initially we're going to start with bite-sized portions of 29 minutes each.
29 minutes?
Yes.
That's a real specific number. Now, what's going to be in those 29 minutes? Give us, can you give me a... I'm off the cuff right now. So what's the show going to be about? What's going to be in them 29 minutes?
So the show is about approaching and responding to life situations on purpose. I will be sharing a lot of my life experiences and challenges, as well as play maybe 1 or 2 songs each episode.
Okay.
Should I went deeper on what the show's about?
Let's say it again.
Ask me the question again.
So how often will these shows run?
No, the next question.
The next question is, will you have sponsors?
Oh, so you off the cuff, you asked what the show's gonna be about.
Oh,
So
okay. So tell me exactly what's the show going to be about.
So let's get it with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley is going to be about approaching and responding to life situations on purpose. I'll be sharing a lot of my life experiences and challenges with everyone, as well as playing 1 or 2 songs each episode
Yeah.
that will commemorate the actual episode.
So you're going to have songs during the episode that are going to each episode it's going to be a song that's going to kind of tie into what you're talking about?
It's going to kind of I'm going to use a song that's going to represent kind of sort of what I'm talking about.
Now, these going to be gospel songs?
No, it's going to be whatever song I choose that will be perfect for what I'm talking about. Fill Me Up Radio is an inspirational, diverse station.
Yeah.
So we're not in a box. We're not just playing gospel songs.
Okay.
Now we're not playing any ratchet music or anything cursing, but as long as the song is meaningful, has some inspiration behind it, it will fit.
Okay, so let's say if there's an episode where you're talking about just dealing with death. I mean, because we live in black communities, people die. Be it lead poison out here in the street or by diabetes or something like that. It's usually going to be 1 or 2 or something like that. So would you be opposed, let's say, playing the Upper Room from Mahalia Jackson during that episode?
I will not be opposed to playing it, but I wouldn't play that song, and let me tell you why. One of the things, one of my missions is to reach people that's not inside the 4 walls of the church.
Okay.
So I would choose a song that is played that can relate everything. Because it's not gospel doesn't mean it doesn't relate.
Okay.
So I would be able to find a song that could relate to something. If I'm talking on that subject, I would actually take the time to figure that out.
Like Hail Mary from Pop or something like that.
If that fits at that moment, I'll choose that.
Okay, see, this is what I'm honestly trying to do.
Good.
I'm trying to pull some more evidence because you're an Ebony character right now.
Okay. I'm an Ebony. I am, or you saying you're pulling?
You're being an Ebony character right now. I don't feel like I'm talking to Ebony.
Really?
Yeah, it don't feel like I'm talking to you, honestly.
I don't know why. Okay.
But that's why I'm kind of doing it because it's almost like you got your answers.
But it's not.
And you got where you okay.
Because that wasn't a part of the question.
No, it's not. What? Okay, wait. Let me check.
Let me check.
All right. So, will the show have any sponsors?
As we continue to grow, my prayer is that people or businesses or organizations will sow into or donate to what we're doing. That would be something that will be great for our brand and what we're doing. I watch my facial expressions. Yes, we want to have sponsors. Yes! Where y'all at? Is that what you want me to say?
I want you to say something like, we're in the process of shopping the material. I need something a little more solid. Like, once the show gets started and it builds a following, I'm sure that we won't have to look for any sponsors because they'll be looking for me. And I'm easily accessible under Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley is going to be attached like a rash. See,
yeah, so you want me to?
I don't want it to be hopeful.
Well, see, I didn't know that's what you wanted with the sponsors.
And that's why we're having this discussion now.
Right, okay.
So I want you to sound more solid with that answer. So let's try that again.
Let me get it together.
So, what's the name of the show again?
Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
So Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley, will it have sponsorship?
Yes, right now we are laying foundation to be able to present packages where people will want to sow into what we're doing and donate, because I will be somebody that people will want to donate, want to help grow. I can figure that.
So is there any sponsors that you would say, nah, I don't think I want them to have anything?
My initial answer is no.
No? Like
now you have to think about it. So the answer is yes. Yes, it will be some sponsors.
And Trojans, that promotes
sex.
Responsibility. Sexual
yeah, that's true. And everybody out here having sex, so we would want Trojan.
There you go.
So we wouldn't, but who? So is the answer no or yes? Because my first answer was I ain't turning down nothing.
Yeah.
Because we gonna present every opportunity that comes to us, we gonna look at it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna turn it down without looking at it.
No,
so my answer is no. We're not turning down anything.
There's your answer.
We're not turning down anything.
Remember this though.
We're not turning down nothing.
Good. Okay, now, based on your journey, have you run into any obstacles?
Yes, I've run into a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
Obstacles.
Oh, that was so how about we don't say obstacles?
No, I gotta get it right. You can't take it away from me. You gotta make me greater in it. Obstacles.
Let's say I have. I'll read that.
Okay, I don't have to repeat the word.
Just say I have. Lord Jesus,
I have, Lord Jesus. Okay.
Okay, now. Okay, what are the obstacles then? What?
There have been many obstacles, but the one I'm gonna share today is just believing in myself.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because sometimes you get people to tell you what they see in you and how you can be great. And sometimes you go through things in life that you look in the mirror and you don't believe that for yourself. You know, and a lot of times I've been my own worst enemy. I've allowed myself not to continue on something because I didn't believe in myself. So now as I'm continuing to grow in this and believing for myself, I see now that I can do anything I put my mindset to, that I can be able to accomplish anything that I put in front of me to accomplish. Or I can say the cigarettes. So that's my thing. Do I say something that's relatable as far as like a actual thing?
Cigarettes, yeah.
Okay, so say cigarettes.
Yeah, so based on your journey, have you run into any obstacles? If so, what are they?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've run into a few, and I'll say smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Trying to stop smoking cigarettes was my biggest obstacle.
Yeah.
Yes. And let me tell you how.
Okay.
Smoking cigarettes is legal, right?
Yeah.
So that happened for me even when I was smoking weed or drinking liquor, things like that. Those things you could do you know, they're illegal. You can't drink on the street, you can't smoke weed on the street, but cigarettes is legal. You could do it everywhere. So it was hard for me to kick that habit because it was something I could do anytime I chose to do it. So smoking cigarettes for me was I gotta remember how that came out.
You said it was something like it would be in your hair, or you know, you
So,
like smoke.
okay, so let me do it again.
Okay, so based on your journey, have you run into any
I'm
obstacles?
sweating. Yes, I have.
Like bad?
Do I look like it?
No, you
Okay. Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'm running into many obstacles. Yes, I have. Smoking cigarettes was one of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, like how? What?
Well, because smoking cigarettes,
Like were you like
trying to stop, because I was addicted to smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
and I was trying to stop. So in the meantime, because cigarettes is legal, because cigarettes is something that you can smoke anytime or anywhere, so trying to stop, it was hard for me. It wasn't like a reefer or drinking alcohol. And what happened was I would go to places and I would smell like a ashtray, and or people would get on the bus and I would smell it. I don't remember how I did that. I gotta remember that.
So give me some information on Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley, and where did the name come from? What are its origins?
So I am the product of two grandmothers. I'm the only daughter, the only girl in the family. So, ask me again.
Now, give me some information on Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. Where did the name come from? Give me its origins.
So Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley, Sara Louise, those names are both of my grandmother's names. Sarah is my mom's mom and Louise was my dad's mom. Me being the only girl born into the family, they decided to bless me with both names. As I was growing up, I hated my name. I hated Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. It's an old name, and I used to get made fun of with that name. So I decided that my name was Ebonie Kelley. I didn't want to use those names ever because they were old names. And as I continued to grow, it got worse for me. I hated the names. So when I started my transformation, God reminded me that I had two praying grandmothers and I am a part of their legacy. I'm a part of their harvest. So I just remember how important those names are to me. Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. So after they passed away, God reminded me that I needed to go back to the name He originally called me. And that was my birth name, Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. So now I shout it from the rooftop. That's who I am, Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
Okay. Now, so that's actually your way of paying homage to your grandmother?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that part.
That's another part of the second part. See,
Yeah.
I was trying to give you everything, but
No, you did right.
right. Because I didn't want you to remember something I didn't have on there.
Yeah. So, give me a little snippet, or as you like to say, a nugget, or a peek of what's to come and what we can expect.
Okay.
With Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
So every Friday, starting Friday, July 27th, I'm going to be hosting my own radio show that's going to be distributed in partnership with Fill Me Up Radio. And the name of the show is called Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. And the second platform that I didn't talk about yet is the TV shows that I'm going to have coming up that's going to be accessible via my website at eboniesarallouisekelley.com.
Okay. Now, was that domain name already secured?
No, it wasn't. Thanks to my producer.
You got to see now. This is one of, and that's one of Ebonie answers. You got to say, how many Ebonie Sara Louise Kellys is there actually going to be? You know, I would have been. Here's the answer. I would have honestly been shocked and appalled if someone actually had that domain name. And you could say something like, look, I would have Googled and found the other Ebonie Sara
Okay.
to find out who the hell got my domain name.
Okay.
That's just me just off the cuff. All right. So what are going to be some of the topics on, what's the name of the show again?
Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
And when is it going to be airing?
Friday, every Friday, starting Friday, July 27th at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. what? Central Standard?
10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Thank you. All right. So what are going to be some of the topics on Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise?
So right now we're finalizing the topics for the radio show, but the broad scope of the show is going to be approaching and responding to life situations on purpose. But as far as the TV shows, it's going to be me sharing a lot of my life experiences and challenges for Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley. But it's going to be more TV shows than Let's Get It with Ebonie Sara Louise Kelley.
It's going to be more TV? What do you mean?
Yes, so actually we are working on some TV shows. One is Bridging the Gap, where I'm gonna have the honor of interviewing Dr. Wesley Muhammad, who is an American author and a minister in the Nation of Islam and much more. Student, see, you took that word out. Student minister in the Nation of Islam. And it's gonna be about bridging the gap between Christians and Muslims in the Nation of Islam. So I'm really excited about that.
Okay.
The next show, I'm gonna be a co-host on the Joe Blackula Perspective. And another show, I'll be hosting a show with Jayon Whitaker and Monique Harvey. And that show is gonna be talking about life issues from a millennial perspective. So there's a lot going on, and that's just where we're gonna start with our launch.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
I like that. So, during the journey, tell me, off on the show, tell us a little more about TV shows. You just did. During the journey, what were some of the biggest? I think you did that already.
Okay.
Or did you? During the journey, what were some of the biggest challenges you had?
That was the part, because he answered. So the second time he asked that question, I didn't think smoking cigarettes. I wanted to be real with like my identity. That's why I was talking about believing myself.
Okay.
Like, because there's so many people that's like that, right?
Yeah.
But then the first time he asked the question, then the cigarettes thing came out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know which way to go, product or identity crisis.
Both.
So say two? Okay. Because it gives a different, yeah. Okay.
I think that's good. Now, what would you say to people who are struggling with something like smoking cigarettes or weed?
So my response to a person that's battling with an addiction will be to be free in that addiction. A lot of times we allow how people judge us to make us be able to go into a hole of where we are and be embarrassed and not want to talk to people. But sometimes we have to walk free in our addiction. Understand that you have it's a problem and be able to go to a platform and be able to talk about that problem. So if it's alcohol, you go to, you find somebody who's dealing with that. If it's reefer, you find somebody who can help you with that. But don't not acknowledge it. That's one of the problems with addiction that makes it even worse. We allow people to make us feel like we're wrong or we're not a good person, so we don't deal with it.
Okay. So I got here, it says, sounds like your show will be about entertainment, deliverance, ministry, etc.
Yeah, so he asked that when I was talking about the smoking cigarettes, and I think he was just trying to figure out what's your show gonna be about. For the listeners, he's trying to see what the listeners and my response to that would be, it would be in response to a lot of stuff, because I want to be relatable to people. So I want all my life challenges and all my life experiences is what made me who I am today. So I want to be able to talk about those things. At the same time, I want to be able to reach people who don't come into church. I don't want to be churchy. I want to keep it real. I want to say I used to get high. I want to say I used to sleep with men I shouldn't have slept with. I want to be able to relate with people so they can understand that, man, everybody can be where I am. I don't want to say that, but I said that. Yeah. I got to figure that out.
So Did you see this 6 months ago? Did you see any of this?
No, I did not see none of this 6 months ago. None of it 6 months ago. This is all very new to me, and at the same time, I'm excited about how God is going to use this gift of transparency that He's given me to infect the world.
Yeah?
Yeah, for real.
Closing word. Have you come up with any yet?
I have.
Okay.
So closing words, what I want to leave with everybody that's listening or watching is to just live on purpose. Like, make sure if you want to be a rapper, rap. If you want to be a dancer, dance. If you want to sing, sing. You know, do what feels natural to you. Don't allow people to make you be somebody that you don't want to be. Follow your passion, follow your goals, and if you fall, just get up. But at the same time, make sure you're doing everything on purpose. Be intentional. Choose it. Choose it. On purpose. I should have said that. You missed a couple questions, but it didn't bring out some stuff, but it's cool. We need to do that again.
Good.
Joe Blackula.